The Gripen-E, once dismissed as a lightweight, now forces nations to rethink air superiority. Today, it challenges what defines true air superiority. Sweden, with a fraction of the U.S. defense budget, crafted a jet rivaling the most expensive fighters. This was due to precision engineering, intelligent strategy, and an unyielding pursuit of independence. The Gripen is more than a war machine. It challenges military dominance. How did Sweden outmaneuver leading defense powers? What lessons might Canada be overlooking? Let's find out. For decades, Canada sought to replace its aging CF-18 fighter jets, relics of the Cold War. Many assumed the choice was simple, with the U.S. lobbying hard for its F-35 Lightning II, marketed as the pinnacle of modern air combat. The F-35, with its sleek design and high price, symbolized dominance, with few believing in alternatives. Yet, in a small Scandinavian nation, a quiet challenger took shape in Saab's laboratories. Swedish engineers designed a Gripen, leaner, smarter, and more adaptable. Saab's proposal to Canada stood out, offering simplicity fused with intelligence, unlike rivals requiring billions in infrastructure. It could land on highways, refuel quickly, and operate flawlessly in harsh Arctic conditions. Crucially, it offered Canada full operational control, free from American authorization for maintenance or software. For a country valuing sovereignty, this independence was enormously significant. The Gripen was ideal for Canada's geography, operating from remote strips without expensive bases. Its minimal maintenance, needing only a few technicians, seemed perfectly suited for Canada's self-reliant philosophy. But Washington watched. A NATO ally choosing a Swedish fighter over an American flagship was unthinkable. Subtle diplomacy escalated to direct persuasion, invoking NATO interoperability and shared defense commitments. The message was clear. Canada was expected to buy the F-35. Years of debate followed, leading to Canada's inevitable decision to acquire the F-35. Washington celebrated, while Stockholm reacted with quiet determination, Saab refining the Gripen for the future. That future arrived during a NATO exercise, where the Gripen-E flew alongside the F-35, Typhoon, and Rafale. Expectations were modest, but then the impossible happened. In electronic warfare tests, the Gripen-E shocked everyone, jamming radar and blinding sensors. Pilots called it a ghost, impossible to track, elusive, and always ahead. A NATO officer noted the Gripen felt like an invisible enemy, mastering electronic deception. While others hide, the Gripen manipulates radar, creating phantom targets, turning stealth into an active strategy. Sweden created an affordable marvel in an age of soaring defense costs. Reports of the Gripen's performance caused unease in Ottawa. Questions arose. Had Canada made a costly mistake by dismissing the Gripen? The F-35 required specialized hangars, complex logistics, and U.S. supervision. The Gripen, designed for autonomy, could be refueled and rearmed in minutes by a small crew on a rural road. Every detail embodied Sweden's philosophy of resilience and independence. As NATO reports spread, the Gripen attracted attention from smaller European nations seeking affordable defense. The irony for Canada was stark. A nation valuing independence chose the most dependent aircraft, while a smaller nation built one embodying freedom. Public discourse in Canada intensified, questioning if aligning with Washington cost national flexibility. Analysts noted F-35 maintenance and software required U.S. approval, a deep revelation. Many Canadians wondered if they had not only overspent but also surrendered sovereignty. Meanwhile, Sweden's success grew. The Gripen became a model for nations balancing technology and autonomy. Its message was simple: real strength comes from control, not dependence. For Canada, that message was painful. The F-35 deal brought cutting-edge technology and strengthened ties with Washington, but with invisible strings. Every mission, upgrade, and modification required external clearance, while the Gripen offered freedom at a fraction of the price. The debate continues, revealing the uneasy intersection of politics, technology, and national pride. Sweden defeated giants not through might, but intellect. The Gripen proved innovation can challenge dominant powers. This realization stings more than financial cost. reminding Canada of its lost independence. As the Gripen's reputation soared, its NATO presence became undeniable, turning quiet admiration into global recognition. In Ottawa, frustration brewed. Lawmakers, journalists, and the public questioned Canada's F-35 choice. Even former F-35 advocates admitted the Gripen made more strategic sense for Canada. Cheaper, versatile, and Arctic-suited. While the F-35 needed massive bases, the Gripen could launch from frozen runways and refuel in minutes. Behind closed doors, a consensus formed. Canada traded independence for the F-35. The F-35 is brilliant, but Canada's defense needs are unique, rooted in sovereignty, not just power. Sweden understood this, building the Gripen to empower nations to stand alone. The Gripen was more than a fighter. It was an idea that intelligence and strategy could replace dependence. Canada's F-35 purchase made it a client, while Sweden's Gripen offered nations freedom to act independently. The Gripen could take off anywhere, be maintained locally, and fight without foreign permission. Saab's test footage of the Gripen-E gliding across frozen skies symbolized something deeper than technology. For Canada, it was a haunting reminder of a missed vision, independence forged by innovation. As afterburners faded, one truth lingered: independence cannot be bought. It must be guarded, built, and believed in. What do you think? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more.